Hi folks, welcome back to another tutorial. Today let's look at how to create this simple sign-up form with HTML and CSS. I'm going to open my Visual Studio Code and I have a folder here called Modern HTML and CSS. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new file and I'll call it index.html. I'll also create another file and I'll call it styles.css. So in my index, I'll create HTML structure by simply typing HTML and choosing HTML5. I'll give my document a title of HTML sign up form. And below that title, I'll link our CSS, which is styles.css. Now let's open this with Live Server. So now inside our body, we are going to create a div and we give it a class sign up form. And within the div, I'll create a heading and call it sign up, and then a paragraph, fill in the form to create an account. And then below the paragraph, we shall create a form tag. For this case, the action is empty, and we shall put an input, type is text, name is full name, placeholder, we shall write your full name, and let's make it required. And then we shall copy this input again and paste it below, but now here we are going to change it to username, and we shall put enter your username. And then we shall paste it again, but this time round the type is password, the name is password, and the placeholder is password. So we shall copy this input again and paste it there. The input type is still password, but now the name here, we are going to give it confirm password, and the placeholder will also be confirm password. And then after this, we shall put an input, but this time around I give it the type of submit, and I'll give it a value sign up. So below the sign up, I'll create a paragraph and say already have an account, and then I'll add an anchor tag. I'll link it to hash and write login here. So this is what we have for our form. You can see our form is pretty much complete. Now the next thing is to add some styles to it. So I'm going to go to styles.css. We start with a body, box sizing, we give it border box, display, we give it flex, justify content, we give it center, we give it height of 100 vertical height. Then we say align items center. So that's what we have on a larger screen. And then we need to add a background image to our item. So what I'll do, I'll go and pick an image from my folder. So I'll copy an image and go to my working directory and I'll paste it here. So you can see I have a background image now in my file, and when I come back here to my files, you can see the background image is right there. All right, so now to add a background image, I'm gonna go to my CSS and do background image, and then I link the URL of the image, which is basically bg.jpg. Then I give it a background size, cover, background repeat, no repeat, background position, we give it center, and we need to give it a font family. So to get a font family, we are first going to go to Google Fonts. So I'm going to look for a font called Just. It's right here. So I'll choose the regular style, which is here. After choosing, it will be right here and selected. Then I'll go to import. So I'll just copy this import link right before the body. I'll paste it there. And then I'll come and copy the CSS rule, which is font family, just sans serif. So I'll put that there. Now you can see the font has been changed. Now let's continue. Our next class is sign up form. So I'm going to copy that class and style it. Give it a width of 400 pixels. Give it a margin of 0 auto. Give it a padding of 30 pixels. We give it a box sizing border box. Then we give it a box shadow, 0 pixels, 0 pixels, 10 pixels, 0 pixels, RGBA, we're gonna give it 0, green we give it 0, blue we give it 0, and alpha we give it 0.1 for alpha. So you can see there's something looking in there. So what we are going to do is we are going to first give it a background color, and we give it RGBA 255, 255, 255, and 0.8. Now you can see that. So the next thing we are going to style is the sign up form H2. That's the heading of the form. We're going to give it a font size of 30 pixels, and we're going to give it a color 6A, 1B, 9A, and we're going to center it, then give it a margin top of 8 pixels. So next thing, we have to style these input fields. So I'll say sign up form input, put the type text. This is attributes, comma, and then also we are going to also style the sign up form input type password. We are going to give them same styles. So let's give it a width of 100%. Let's give it a padding of 10 pixels. Let's give it a margin of 10 pixels, 0. Then let's give it a box sizing of border box, and then let's give it a border 1 pixels, solid, and then our purple color, which is that. So you can see our form is coming to life. Now let's style the submit input type. So we're just going to copy this, paste it there, but we shall change the type to submit. So we shall also give it a width of 100%. We also give it a padding of 10 pixels. We give it a margin top of 20 pixels. Let's give it a background color, our purple color, which is our primary color. And then we give it text color or color, which is white. And then remove the border. We give it border none. Then give it a cursor, we call it pointer. So you can see the cursor changes to pointer. Now let's style the link here. So we have sign up form. The link is in an anchor tag. We give it a color, our primary color, and we remove the text decoration and give it none. So before we continue to the anchor tag, let's also style the hover for this, for the submit button. So we are just going to copy this class, paste it there, but then add hover. So for the hover, we are just going to give it a background color, 581, 582. So you can see it's just a lighter version of the purple. So now let's also style the sign up form anchor tag hover. So I'll copy that class, then add in the hover, and we shall just give it text decoration underline. So when I hover this, you see it underlines it. So when we go into a larger screen, this is how our form looks. And thank you for watching. See you in the next one.